Hi everyone, thanks for finding my channel, Arkytior Collective. I try to read the energies that are prominent in the collective and tell the story that the cards want to tell. Not all messages will resonate for every person, so if one sounds like it's for you but like the next message doesn't, then leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. I intend for my readings to be timeless, so whenever you find them is when you're meant to. I hope I find everyone well. Happy New Year, everybody. What? Oh my goodness. I actually started this reading and I had been recording for over an hour and my camera decided to shut itself off and the whole video was lost. So I have to start over. I cannot believe that just happened. So, we're gonna center again, clear our space again. I'm gonna probably light some sage or something because that was really weird. So let us center and clear our space and call in our protection. So everyone take a deep breath. Hold for 2 and release. We ask all positive energies to attend us and guide us to the messages that fulfill our highest good. Guides, ancestors, patrons, angels, archangels, and source, please come forward and be with me. Michael, guard the corners. Gabriel, make the messages clear and useful. And Metatron, be present to protect the seekers and deliverers of the Divine's communications. Okay. Whew. So yeah, it's really weird that happened. I can't believe that happened. So now I gotta start over. We dealt out the Tarot of Light, which is my new deck given to me by my good, beautiful friend Ozzy. The images from the Hubble. Like always, if you're returning to my channel, you know how I lay things out. The first card we got was Emotion, and it says Control of Self. On top of that, the fairies dealt the Hobjob, which is caution and real and imagined fears and caution. It's like somebody is blocking their emotions. Look at the card. It's like you shall not pass. And on top of that, when we got to the Gilded, we got the Four of Pentacles, which is holding things close to your chest. So somebody is really working overtime trying to block their emotions. Hi, Huey. Okay, bye. The next card that the Tarot of Light dropped was this beautiful, the Bubble Nebula for the Empress. So we have the Divine Feminine energy showing up here. This is growth, abundance, and productivity. On top of it, the fairies dealt out Epona's wild daughter. She's one of the Sphinxes. And Sphinxes guard the portals and the gateways. So when you're ready for a level up, you have to stand before the Sphinx and answer her questions 3. You have to prove that you're ready to go through the gateway and take on this new path. So that's what the Empress energy is doing. And on top of that, we have the Magician. So she is manifesting something amazing. Okay? The next card that the Tarot of Light dealt out was the Emperor. So we've got the Divine Feminine and now the Divine Masculine with the Emperor card here. This is order, logic, stability, and plans. When I dealt the fairies, it dropped death. So the masculine is working on ending some kind of cycle. It says a natural ending and irrevocable. Change inner and outer. When I dealt the Gilded, it came up with the Seven of Wands. I feel like the masculine is he's struggling to end something. And he's very defensive about it. It's like I said, And I just got Wicked Deja Vu. With this card, you can't really tell if he's trying to get out of the door and he's trying to defend himself from people trying to stop him, or if he's trying to come into the door and he's defending people trying to stop him. I feel like this masculine, this emperor, knows that there's an ending to a cycle, but I think he is. It's the. I hear, should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? If I stay, there will be trouble. If I go, it will be double. What is that, Violent Femmes, I think? That song, Should I Stay or Should I Go? And it's really interesting that that comes up because when we looked at the bottom of the deck for the fairies, we've got indie, which is this or that, now or then, in or out. It's a very indecisive feeling underneath himself, which is also a representation of the divine masculine. And after that, we had Lady of the Harvest, which is a completion of a cycle and reaping what was sown. Accept change and release and rest. And I believe that it is this masculine who knows that there is something has ended, but he's still trying to defend it. It may be that it ended, but he didn't want it to. So now he's trying to defend his position. Or maybe it does have to end and some people around him don't want it to, and he's defending his position. Something about the masculine defending an ending. Either defending that it doesn't want it to end, or defending that it has to end. Maybe we'll get clarifiers on that. Down in the bottom row, we got Activate, which is awakening and enlightenment. And then when I dealt the fairies, we got the Maiden. And then on top of the Maiden, we got Temperance. So what I got from this was, after this cycle has to end because there is the energy of activating a new cycle. And in order to bring that in, you have to come at it unburdened, I heard. This has to do with the new moon, but she also has to do with playfulness, laughter, newness, joy, growth and innocence, and vulnerability. I think this is like opening a new door, but you have to go into it purely, with a pure heart. On top of that was Temperance, and Temperance is healing and patience, and I think the book said compromise and balance. And I know they give this to Sagittarius, but it has a very Libra feeling also. Temperance is Sagittarius. Okay. The reason I think this is about a connection is because Temperance is balancing between two cups. This is the Two of Cups of a love connection. The gold cup and the silver cup. The gold cup is a representation of the masculine energy, and silver is the feminine, the receptive and the active. And I think it's amazing that these two energies of active and receptive, of power and nurturing, the balance between the masculine and the feminine is here, and it dropped with the Emperor and the Empress card. It's like these two energies match beautifully, but somebody is keeping their emotions very closed off. And with the hobjob here, it's because of fear, both real and imagined. But the Empress here is trying to really manifest. So this is like shadow work. It says dreams, inner shadow, fear, self-doubt, and dealing with the past. So they're both dealing with cycles in their past that need to end. She's trying to manifest. Tell me about the gateway. Well, Sphinxes ask riddles, so I think there's something here that she's not clear on. She's confused and she's trying to manifest answers. There's a cycle here that he's needing to end and he's defending his position. But here, Temperance is saying, open up and come at it new, and that this will be healed. So that's where I left off when the camera shut off, and we're going to get clarification on this one. Next to activate, it's the bottom row laid out 1, 2, 3. So activate was number 1. Here we have attraction as number 2, which is manifesting. It's like the law of attraction, bringing something to you. But on top of it, the fairies dropped the gnome. Again, the trickster is here. Take a risk, creative chaos, breaking patterns, and new perspective. What I heard earlier from him was, oh, you didn't expect me. And that led me to think to rename this card the Spanish Inquisition, because no one ever expects the Spanish Inquisition. It's a little disruption. It's like, I always described that gnome as an M80 in the toilet. It's like somebody drops it in and books it, right? To cause a distraction because he needs to get out of there. But it's on top of attraction and manifestation. So, but he's also saying to take a risk and break these old patterns. And I think since this land, also the way these laid out, it's like this is the connection here, the emotions between them, and the activation of a cycle that can bring in healing. And then we've got the feminine here trying to manifest something, taking a risk in order to bring in the law of attraction by breaking old patterns and getting a new perspective. Okay, so we're going to elaborate on that. Spirit, please clarify and elaborate the trickster on top of attraction and manifestation. What is the risk that needs to be taken? Oh my goodness. Breaking patterns. Please clarify this little chaos here on a love. Oh, the 10 of Cups. That was the distraction. Somebody took a risk towards happiness. Breaking old patterns in order to attract the 10 of Cups, their happiness. And that was, oh, you didn't expect that. So somebody was working on manifesting and bringing in a new cycle, and then what happened was they actually brought in their happiness. That was attraction, breaking patterns to bring in their happiness. Using the law of attraction, breaking old patterns in order to bring in their happiness. Let's continue with, let's see, please clarify. Oh, and then, so it went 1, 2, 3. The third card is karma. It's actually 12, but they break it down and it becomes 3. This is domino effects. So something led to something, and now payment is due. And it was he of the fiery sword. Break old bonds. Yeah. Strength, clear and focused will and action, willpower, and ask for assistance. So while this karmic cycle is playing out, it this being underneath the emperor, excuse me, this came underneath the emperor, where he knows that this cycle has to, something in his circumstances needs to end. It's done. It's already ordained that it's over, but he's keeping himself hidden. He's keeping himself hidden while this process is taking place. So it's like maybe there's a masculine who's pulled back, actually literally ghosted, like he looks like a ghost, and he's just in defense mode. Underneath that was the karma cards. Somebody's paying karma. And in order to do that, they have to release old bonds. Because with that will come clarity, the clarity of the Ace of Swords. He has this at his disposal. This is reminding me of earlier in the year. There was several readings where the feminine woke up before the masculine. They usually do, and she gets to work in order to understand the connection. When she understood it, she was passing the sword of truth up through the 5D connections to the divine masculine in the 3D, so that he could use it in order to finish out his cycles. That, I think, is what's happening here. It was odd to me. I even reposted a video from about 6 months ago that is actually playing out card by card earlier last week, I think. And it feels like this is coming around again, which often happens when people don't close out cycles that they're supposed to. And I know in the summer, a huge cycle of twins finished out their cycles, meaning that they recognized each other and came together. Some people were able to come into union with their twins. Some people just were awakened to the connection. But whatever it was, that cycle closed out in the summer. Now, I know that there were many who were part of that cycle who did not get their closure. I called them the stragglers. And it seems like this might be the energy of the stragglers, because this is all coming around again about cutting out old patterns, breaking old bonds to the past, bonds to situations and people in the past that had held you back. And in order to do that, here we go again with the Ace of Swords, using truth and clarity in order to face this karma. So let's get the Gilded on this. Please clarify the Ace of Swords on karma. Please clarify the Ace of Swords on karma. I'm supposed to say this is also justice, which is Libra energy. Karma, please clarify the Ace of Swords. I'll go through and do the signs in a minute. Please clarify the Ace of Swords. The Five of Pentacles is having to leave something behind. That's the karma. That's how you have to pay it. The clarity is that breaking this karmic cycle, something's going to need to be left behind. Let's do the signs before I do the bottom of the deck. We've got the Empress, which is Libra and Taurus. We've got the Emperor, which is Aries. We've got Temperance, which is Sagittarius. Let's see, we've got Karma, which they don't designate, but I know from the regular tarot that it equates to the Justice card, which is Libra energy again. Let's see. Magician, I think, is Aries and Gemini. We've got pentacle energy, that's the earth signs. Wands are fire. We've got some cups here, which is a water energy. Bottom of the deck, judgment, wheel of fortune, and justice. See how that turned up? Oh my goodness. So, I mean, that's amazing. Something was called up to account in divine timing. The cycle is ending. And justice, Libra again, which is the karma card. Justice, equality, balance, like temperance. Like, remember when I said earlier, temperance reminds me a little bit of Libra? Because the justice. Ooh, this is powerful. 3 major arcana all together. This means that the influences that are at work here are outside of our influence. This is divine timing now. It's like this cycle took so long and it's still not ending that the divine had to bring out the big guns. Now they're blowing the trumpet. Masculine, it's time to wake up. Because with divine timing, the cycle is closing, and justice and balance needs to be observed for this cycle to end. So we're going to continue on and get the Tarot of the Divine. Everything's pre-shuffled. I'm just going to wake it up. Okay, please clarify the 4 of Pentacles on the hobjob. What is being held close? Out of fear. Please clarify. Oh my goodness. The Queen of Wands. I'll have to get the book on that. I'm notoriously bad with the court cards. This is maybe closing a cycle with a Queen of Wands. That's not the same. I want to feel when you say my name. Please clarify the Magician. The Magician on the Sphinx, please. Fear and self-doubt with the Manifestor. Please clarify the Magician. We've got the Chariot, Cancer energy, a movement. So the Empress is trying to manifest movement through her fear. I like that though. She's being brave. She's trying to keep going. Please clarify the 7... Oh, I haven't even finished yet. Clarify the 7 of Wands on death. Holy crap. Please clarify the 7 of Wands on death. Defensiveness on the ending of a cycle. Please clarify and elaborate. The Magician. They're mirroring each other. My goodness, look at that. The Empress got the Magician, and now the Emperor has the Magician. Wow. I feel, Spirit just said they're trying to manifest different things. Okay. So we've got the Emperor ending a cycle, being defensive, but still trying to manifest something. What are you trying to manifest, Masculine? Talk to me. I heard I don't want this to end. I'm not done yet. It's like he's trying to feed energy back into the cycle. But it's over. The divine will redirect it because it's not a viable cycle anymore. Oh, this is heartbreaking almost. Please clarify temperance on the maiden. Clarify temperance on the maiden, please. Oh, it's too many. Please clarify temperance on the maiden. That's too many. Jesus. Sorry. Please clarify temperance on the maiden. Jeez. Now they don't wanna talk. Please clarify temperance on the maiden. Oh, here we go. The hermit. See? Like, okay. I know I said that he was hiding himself. He's shrouded like a ghost. Well, look at this one. He's in a shroud also. Hidden away. The hermit hides away. They're mirroring each other. This cycle broke them both, but they're still mirroring each other. I feel like the connection is what wants to be activated. And in order to do that, they need to come at it new and with pure hearts. And in order to achieve that, they actually have to acknowledge the connection so that they can heal with each other. What? The hermit is going... Okay, so I described the hermit as going within in order to gain a larger perspective, whereas the hangman is going within to gain an inner perspective. The hermit is like they're separating from each other so that they can contemplate what to do next. And the divine is trying to tell them that they have to actually not separate from each other but come together, because that's where the healing will happen. What? What? Come on. Come on. Come on. All right, then. Okay, let's get clarification on this Ten of Cups on the trickster. Creative chaos, breaking patterns, taking risk, and then Ten of Cups. Take risk for your happiness, I heard. It's even if it causes chaos. Even if it causes chaos, take a risk towards your happiness. Okay, please clarify the Ten of Cups on the trickster. Please clarify and elaborate the Ten of Cups on the trickster. Death. See? Death again. Under the Empress. They're mirroring each other. I wish I could shake these two. Because somebody is not seeing, somebody's trying to separate from the connection. I heard they're separating from the connection instead of ending the old cycle. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to somebody, because that doesn't make sense. They're separating from the connection instead of ending the old cycle. And it's caused the death of this possible Ten of Cups. Like, it's like the Empress used all her energy to break these old patterns and take a risk, and manifested this beautiful possibility in order for it to just get shut down. Let me clear the last card here. Can we clarify the Five of Pentacles, which is out, pushing something aside, out in the cold, closing the door on something, on the Ace of Swords, on karma. Please clarify. Oh, jeez. Ten of Cups. She's 10 of Cups in the same row. I'm blown away. I really am. And when it's stuff like this happens, it's kind of hard to interpret. So we've got karma, which is justice, which came up over here. Then the Ace of Swords, which is willpower and clear, focused will. To push something away. It's like he thinks pushing away the connection will bring his 10 of Cups, but she knows that manifesting the connection is what brought the 10 of Cups, and then she's shut down. I don't know how else to say it. Bottom of the deck, we've got Three of Swords, heartbreak, Ace of Cups, and Nine of Cups. See? 9 and Ace is 10. And underneath that, the Devil. This is very heavy energy. This is sad, almost. I feel really torn for these two. I heard "I'm sorry" when I looked at himself, the Divine Masculine here. I'm sorry. I can't choose. I'm sorry I can't choose, but look, the completion of the cycle is here with Lady of the Harvest. It's time to harvest what was sown in the past, but it's like he's blocking it. I'm sorry, I can't choose. But because he can't choose, the Divine has called up judgment on this cycle that has to end. Judgment and justice together. This is both Libra energy. Balance. Balance needs to be achieved. Talk to me. Yeah, this is heartbreak. But I see, like, after this heartbreak, if they can just get past it, there's an offer of another Nine of Cups. It's like, this is all so needless. That's what I heard. It's needless. They're separated because they're out of sync. He's stuck not wanting to end an old cycle. She manifested in something that would bring them both happiness and then got shut down. He thinks the old cycle is leading to the 10 of Cups. So he turned his back on the truth. That's karma. They're both paying karma. They are. Because in order for them to come together, they have to be clean and clear. Like the maiden. New, pure, innocent. You've got to shed the past cycle. Shed the karma. And the truth will be shown. But there's someone's shutting it out. Wait, no. Let me think about this. Because this seems so out of place. Without this card, it's saying the domino effects of karma are breaking old bonds with the truth, and there's the 10 of Cups. But bam, in the middle is this very restrictive, standoffish energy of the Five of Pentacles, somebody being out in the cold. someone being shut down. This underneath the Emperor here, defensiveness, but yet manifesting something, trying to manifest something, but it's supposed to end. Bless. So in this card, I'm not real sure of the myth that it's telling, but I think it has something to do with like this bird maiden. She was like a spirit, a nature spirit. And in stories like this, she either falls in love with a mortal or is betrothed to a mortal to marry. But there's a stipulation always that you cannot, when it's nighttime and I'm by myself, you cannot look at me. And it's because it's at night that she goes back to her true form, which in this case I believe is a heron, some kind of bird. And sometimes the spouse, either accidentally or on purpose, does look at her. Like his curiosity gets the better of him, or he didn't know that she was there and he stumbled into the room while she was in her true form. But the betrayal of that is what breaks her heart. And she has to use the Ace of Swords here to cut away the old, to cut away her feathers. The lightning in the corner to me represents a tower moment, something that comes out of nowhere. So there was something about this that came out of nowhere and broke her heart. But then after that is the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups. It's like after this heartbreak, after this betrayal, there is a new beginning. I feel like I want to go one more. This took less time because I had to redo the video, so I feel like I should do one more layer. Let's get Oda-Mae on it. Okay. Oda-Mae, we've got a blockage of emotions and then the Queen of Wands. Well, let me shuffle. I didn't get to shuffle this one yet. Oof, trying to be quiet. There we go. That felt good. Okay. Please no, damn. Give me a break. Please clarify the Queen of Wands on the Four of Pentacles. Clarify the Queen of Wands on the Four of Pentacles. I heard being stingy with the passion. Keeping it closed off. Closing off the passion. And technically that would probably be Queen of Wands reversed, but I don't do reversals. So on top of the Four of Pentacles is Queen of Wands. Please clarify the Queen of Wands on the Four of Pentacles. Please clarify the Queen of Wands on the Four of Pentacles. The Fool. Huh. So I believe someone is going to get past their fear. Someone's going to get past their fear, get their courage. I know, did strength come? No. And take this leap. Now remember, the Fool leaps to a new cycle with no baggage. Just like the Maiden suggests to us, come at it new and pure and innocent. That's how the Fool jumps off. And it's amazing that it's in the same row as with the Maiden, because it complements the two explanations. So please clarify the Chariot on the Magician. Oof, that's powerful energy. Please clarify the Chariot on the Magician. Oda-Mae. Clarify the Chariot on the Magician. The Empress is manifesting something with great speed. Please clarify the Chariot movement on the Magician. The King of Pentacles. She's trying so hard still to function in her masculine energy. It's like she's got to be both for herself in order to manifest this. And that kind of makes sense, because in order for the twins to come together, each one has to balance masculine and feminine within themselves in order for the masculine and feminines to come back together. Excuse me. So part of her manifesting this new happiness with this Ten of Cups is manifesting stability. Darkness, swallow me whole. I need to find you, need you to know. Please clarify the Magician on the Seven of Wands for the Emperor. Clarify the Magician on the Seven of Wands for the Emperor, please. There we will be. I can know them be. Sun and the sea. Clarify the Magician on the Seven of Wands. Oh, regret. See, he's mourning the ending of these cups. But masculine, those cups were empty already. And you're ignoring the Two of Cups, which is in the Temperance card, which is the connection that's going to heal you. Do you understand? What's frustrating is, now that I've been channeling for the Divine Masculine, I know that none of those masculines are watching tarot. Unless probably they're feminines. You know? And if that sounds confusing, I'll explain. It depends on what kind of energy is in your chart. Like in my chart, I am heavy masculine energy. I have like 5 Libra placements. And Libra is a masculine energy. So the whole total is like 7 masculine placements and like 2 feminine. So I naturally resonate a very masculine energy. However, in the dynamic of the connection, I am the divine feminine. So it's like my work here is to balance the two. Okay? What the heck is Cat doing? My goodness. Oh, he's trying to manifest. But then there's regret. I feel like he's being defensive because whatever happens, there's going to be regret. Unfortunately, what I also feel is like he's manifesting, trying to manifest this cycle back, the one that's supposed to end, is going to cause regret. That's because, like I said, he's ignoring the Two of Cups that are going to heal him. That's the true divine offer. Okay, let's keep going. Please clarify the Hermit on Temperance. Oh, these major arcana. And Death and the Chariot, the Fool, the Judgment, Wheel of Fortune, and Justice. It's like they're getting it wrong. So the Divine had to step in. Please clarify the Hermit on Temperance. Twos. Oh my! I take them. I have to take them. I'm being told. Two of Swords in the World. It's the ending of a cycle, but somebody cannot decide to end it. And since it landed here, underneath this stack that had the Queen of Wands, I feel like this is a karmic cycle. Is this for both of them? Because they are mirroring each other. It's like their karmic, the karma they have to pay is similar. But they're supposed to heal together. And somebody cannot decide to end it. Even though they've gone inward, this Hermit card is somebody going inward to gain a bigger perspective, but they can't see how to end it. That's what it is. Someone can't see how to end it. It's like they went within and realized they had to, but they don't know how. Please clarify death on the Ten of Cups. Clarify death on the Ten of Cups, please, Oda-Mae. Oof. What are you doing to me? Clarify death on the Ten of Cups. Oh, holy shit. Nope, I can't. I will take two. But look, Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords came up. Unbelievable. Please clarify death on the Ten of Cups. For the Empress. Death and Ten of Cups. There was an ending to her happiness. Please clarify. Page of Pentacles. Another offer. A new possibility. That's what she sees. But it's small because it's got to start from nothing. Is this her karma cycle? Oh my. I feel like the Divine Feminine used, unconsciously even, used the law of attraction to shake something up in her Ten of Cups arena. That caused an ending, and after the ending, she can only come forward with a small offer because everything was washed away, and now that's what she's starting out with. Pages are also messengers, so maybe after this ending, there will be a message of a new opportunity. Please clarify the Ten of Cups on the Five of Pentacles for the Emperor. Clarify the Ten of Cups on the Five of Pentacles, please. So it's like one is ending something in order to gain happiness, and one is hanging on to something in order to gain happiness. Please clarify. And the Eight of Wands, it's fast-moving communication. Bottom of the deck, the Tower, the Devil, the High Priestess. All this major energy. And defensiveness underneath that. And underneath that, the Empress again. I feel the masculine's going to communicate about the Tower moment. And it's going to wreck them both because in this Tower card, there are two people falling from the Tower. However, what I noticed recently is that the tower is like being destroyed from the top down. It means the foundation is still there. It's just what was built up on top of it needs to be cleared away. These are two people falling from this. So he knows that he's going to communicate about this ending and it's going to wreck them both. But there's codependency here. I think this is the key to why the masculine can't let go of that old karmic cycle. Because he's bound to something. He's bound to someone. There's a codependency here. I feel like there's something in the past cycle. Either he needs or they need him. And he can't end it yet. But he's not saying anything about it. It's like, I know my situation, but I'm not. Well, that's really weird, because to come up after the Eight of Wands, which is quick communication, or it could be messages. Ten of Cups. Oh. Okay. This might be something like because we have so much major arcana energy here. Remember I said that a lot of what's happening now is outside of 3D influence because it took so long, the divine had to step in. I believe this masculine is going to get communication, get information. Something is coming towards him that's going to cause a tower moment and reveal some kind of toxic bond. That's what the devil is, a toxic bond. But I feel like he's going to process this internally and not come forward and say anything. So I'm going to end it there. That's 5 layers I did, and it's almost an hour. I don't feel like I need to get love quotes because I don't think these two are talking. Well, maybe will be some messages in there. Okay, I'll do it. E. It's a little too loud, Spirit. I could never betray your love. You had me heart and soul. You might never have known it, boy, but I was all yours. Love, you had me heart. The person I was this morning when the sun rose. Okay. 3 and a cut. Alright. Let's see what they have to say. 2, 3, 4. Your heart is my northern star, and every beat guides me home. And on the back it says, when I get you in my arms again, I will never let you go. I feel like one side is from the masculine, one side's from the feminine. Here we have, listen to my heartbeat and you will hear your name. And on the back it says, my life is a clusterfuck and I don't want you anywhere near it. Here we have, you are all I can think about. And on the back it says, I need you and I miss you completely. And here we have, you bring out the animal in me and I am ready to pounce. And on the back it says, every kiss feels like that first kiss. So I hope this resonated with someone. I hope it was useful. I hope it made sense. If it did resonate and you'd like to support my channel, my Venmo is Arkytior46. I would be grateful for anything that might end up there. If you like to check out other readers with a similar vibe as me, I have a link in the description to Dharma Jane's tarot channel. Also go to Visions of Love Tarot, that's Pixie, and Maslow Tarot. As always, join us in the Raven's Nest Facebook group. I am not the administrator there. That page was started by Dharma Jane. Catch us all over there on our bullshit 24/7. The mayhem continues. We laugh and drink and talk about tarot and boys, and we're always getting put in Facebook jail. It's a fun group. We're all dirty birds over there. So if you do come over, come with a sense of humor and don't be an asshat. So thank you for sticking with me and watching, and I will be back in a couple days. And until then, remember your safe word.